Hi, Eric Wilson here, independent licensed mechanic with 30 years of experience. In the next short while, I'm going to show you the inside story on this 2017 Volkswagen Tiguan so you can make yourself an informed decision. Now, coming in on the front left tire, you got about 60% tread on all season radios, down a bit, but definitely not out. Coming behind the front left tire, this is the left lower ball joint. Now, it's critical. It's the only thing that holds the left wheel to the chassis, and that is tight. This right here is your left front sway bar link connected from here up to there. Now, it's important to be connected because it dampens the sway when it goes around the corner. On your brakes, you've got about 25,000 K on your front brakes. You definitely lots of K left. On your this is your left outer tie rod. Now, this is the only thing that holds the left wheel to the chassis, to the steering, and that is tight. Now, the inner CV boot on the left side is right there. See for yourself, good and dry. More importantly, this right here, where the drive shaft comes out, is a leak point. If it was going to leak, you'd see oil all along in here. There's another leak point right here. If it was going to leak, you'd see it here. This is the bottom of the motor. Good and dry. Bottom of the transmission here. Good and dry. So you've got no leak issues that I can see on this vehicle. Now, coming across, this is your catalytic converter here. Nothing wrong with it. Big problem though is people are reaching under, laying on the ground with the Sawzall and going, and they're going cut, and they're going cut, and they're getting about $100 at the wrecking yard for it. Now, then, my friend, that's going to cost you $1,000 to replace. So, what I'm going to do if you buy is I'm going to put stainless steel cables, top and bottom, clamp them top and bottom. And remember that people are laying on the ground. They're going to hit the cable with the Sawzall, and it's going to say forget it and move on. So that's number one of the 3 for free that I'm going to give you. Now, coming across to the front right side, about 50 to 60% tread on about 60% tread on all season radios. The right sway bar link is from here to there, and this has been new. Somebody has just replaced that recently. This is your right lower ball joint. That is tight. Your front brake's about 25,000 K, so a good amount of K left. Your right outer CV boot, good and dry. Right inner CV boot, good and dry. More importantly, this is the leak spot right here. If it was going to leak, it would leak right there. So this is your right outer tie rod. That is tight. So brake-wise, leak-wise, suspension-wise, I'm not seeing anything of any issue on the front. Your exhaust coming back from the catalytic converter, following it down. There's your resonator. Coming around to your final exhaust. And shot of your exhaust, no issues that I can see. On the right rear tire, about 50% tread, a little less on the rear than you have on the front, about 50% tread, but definitely lots of tread left. This is your right rear spring suspension, no cracks, no breaks. This tube right here is the right shock. Now, it's full of oil. If it was leaking, you see oil dripping all the way down there. It is not. This is your right outer CV boot, good and dry. Right inner CV boot, good and dry. Your right sway bar link connected from here to here, intact, doing its job. Another leak point right here. If it was going to leak, it would leak right there, or it would leak right here, or it would leak right here. Now, see for yourself, this is the bottom of the rear diff, and it is bone dry. That's a good sign. Coming across to the left rear tire, about 50-60% tread on your left rear tire, good amount of tread. Your left spring suspension intact. Your left shock, good and dry. Your left outer CV boot, good and dry. Your left inner CV boot, good and dry. Your left sway bar link connected from there to there, intact and doing its job. Brake-wise, leak-wise, suspension-wise, I am not seeing anything of any issue. Now, this is your left spring suspension, left front spring suspension. Now, this thing, the spring, no cracks, no breaks, and more importantly, inside here, if it was going to leak, you would see it right here, because this is full of oil, and that is good and dry. Left front spring suspension, no problems. Right front spring suspension, no cracks, no breaks. Again, good and dry. So left and right spring suspension, no issues on the front. Now, with the my scanner plugged in, it says codes found 0. So there is no check engine codes, which is a good sign. I've got a nice backup camera. I think they're gonna call you. This mirror is hanging down there. I got a feeling they're gonna have to repair that, obviously, but they possibly are gonna change the windshield as well. But just that you're aware of it. With the shot of the motor running, I am not hearing any concern runnability wise. Now, one thing I always do is I take off the oil cap and I look underneath and I see if there's any indication of white goo. And I don't see any indication of that, because white goo would be a mixture of oil and antifreeze, which is a big problem. Now that I don't see any indication. In fact, I don't see any indication of problems with this motor at all. And as far as I can tell, it has been well maintained. Now, I said I'm going to give you the 3 for free if you buy. Number 1 is the catalytic theft protection system. Number 2 is I'm going to wire this into your fuse box here. That it's an anti-theft system. Now, which means that you have a separate fob like this, and if this fob is more than 9 feet away from the car, it doesn't matter if the keys are in the ignition, nobody can start and steal your car. So all you have to do is carry this in your wallet, in your purse, on your wrist, wherever you can. As long as you and this are away 9 feet away from the car, it doesn't matter, the car will not be stolen. Lastly, this little item right here doesn't look like much, but I've used this for 30 years to save 10% fuel, gasoline, diesel fuel, or natural gas. Never ever stops working. It goes on the fuel line, and it causes the fuel to burn more efficiently. I use this on my house, and I put them on my natural gas lines, and I save 10% natural gas every single month. And I'm going to show you how to do the same. So that's the 1, 2, 3 for free if you buy. Come to me and I'll be happy to get that on for you and get you on the road. I'm Eric the mechanic, the cowboy mechanic, and I'm happy to help you find whatever vehicle you're looking for and show you the inside story. No cost, no obligation. Thank you very much.